What is going on, YouTube? Time for another Flips for Trips haul video. My name's Cody, and I'm going to talk about some clothes, some shoes, some accessories that I picked up in the last week from thrift stores, garage sales, and that's it. No pawn shop shoes pickups this week. Stick around because at the end I got a pair of really nice shoes, and I got a couple of my better finds from thrift stores that I will show you towards the end of the video. Let's get it started. Alright, so first thing I'm going to talk about is the accessories. All I really have are some hats. All these hats are hats that I'm pulling out of my closet. I don't wear these hats, so I'm not going to essentially move on. So I got this National Peace Corps hat that I really like. This vintage Houston Oilers snapback trucker hat. So before we had the Houston Texans, it was the Houston Oilers. They moved to Tennessee and became the Tennessee Titans. Houston Oilers stuff sells pretty good because there's still some fans out there that like the Houston Oilers. And then this 1995 Houston Rockets World Champions hat. And this thing is dead stock. It has the tag still on it. You know, in phenomenal shape. It just has some wear from storage, but yeah, this is pretty cool. It's like the back-to-back Houston Rockets World Championship hat, and it's signed by Rudy T. You know, somebody else will appreciate it more than I will, so just probably gonna throw it up on eBay. Now I want to talk about some clothes. So all these clothes I got from garage sales or thrift stores, and I'm gonna start with garage sale pickup from yesterday. 4 shirts at a garage sale. She was asking high on her clothes, but I got these 4 for 10 bucks, and I'll lock these 2 together. Rock and Roll Cowboy. See if you can see that tag. But you know, they're like plaid shirts. They have some designs and stuff on the back, so they're pretty cool. Called Rock and Roll Cowboy, and these are pearl snaps, and pearl snaps do pretty good. And these are the same size, same brand, different colors, different designs though, so I'll group them together and sell them on eBay and just have to see what the solds go for. Also in that was just this Columbia PFG vented fishing shirt, and these vented fishing shirts do really good. These Columbia ones do really good. Typically I like to try to you know, get like 2, 3, or 4 of these and lot them all together. Now I'll talk about some Goodwill pickups. I got some really good stuff, Goodwill pickups, so stick around. The first thing I want to talk about is like pants and shorts. So I got another pair of Columbia PFG pants, and these ones are the Omni Freeze, and they have the removable leggings so they can be pants or shorts by unzipping them. And then I also found this pair of Carbon, K-A-R-B-O-N. Is that the right thing? Or I can just show you this. Carbon. And these are a pair of like ski pants. Like overall, they're like ski pants, but they just have like the suspenders for bibs. And these are like really expensive pants. Got these at Goodwill, and I think they'll sell in like the 40 to 60 range. So even though it is April, I still picked them up because if it was, let's say, December, they probably wouldn't be there. So I might as well pick them up for 5 bucks and then sell them for 40 to 60. They'll fit in a padded flat rate envelope, mail them out, rock and roll. Another pair of ski pants called Varnet. So like these pants, it's the same exact thing. They're like ski pants with these suspenders. These are in like really good shape. But same thing as the last pair. Just a nice pair of ski pants, better quality brand. Pick them up, throw them on eBay. When they sell. In the meantime, they'll go into the inventory. And then this pair of just basic like swim trunks, like fishing shorts, but like the tag just says this right here, right? But look out for this little sticker, or this little patch. Pelagic, however you say it. This is a very expensive pair of like fishing. It's You know, on this little tag it says high performance offshore gear, like offshore fishing. These are actually my brother's size, and he's a big into fishing, so these are probably gonna go to him. But if they weren't, these would probably sell on eBay for 30 to 40 bucks all day long. A different thrift store, Value Village, I got these half off, so this is like $7.20, so I got it for like $3.60. But this is a LRG pearl snap long sleeve button up, and LRG can sell really well depending on how unique it looks. I sold a purple LRG like hoodie sweater for like $48 or something. So LRG is a good brand to look out for if it's like a unique design. And then Liquid Blue is a t-shirt. They put out some like old looking t-shirts or unique t-shirts. I got this one that has Pink Floyd on there. So I mean, I don't think this is an original shirt, but even if it's not, it's still a cool Pink Floyd shirt. So it's like says May 1st Carnegie Hall, but just a cool little t-shirt. Found a little vintage Tommy. So little vintage Tommy Hilfiger. It's not too crazy, but I haven't seen another one like this. It's like a football design. Football season's coming up, so I think this will do very, very well. But a little vintage Tommy with a little football on there. It's got the little logo on the sleeve. Super cool little piece there. And then this thing, pretty cool. Let's do a quick show. This is the 2014 Olympic Games. This is the team gear, like the official gear, like Hudson Bay, the official outfitter. But it's pretty cool. You know, it's just a Canadian Winter Games jacket, thick jacket. I like jackets, but just saw that, and I didn't even search comps on this because I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. It is pretty heavy. It's made out of 100% wool, so can't go wrong with it. Also at Goodwill, found a little Columbia A&M shirt. Now this will probably fit me. It is pretty cool, but I have no kind of desire for it. But this thing is new, as you can tell from the medium sticker, the price sticker, or the size sticker still on there. And the way that it has this patch on the shoulder, this is kind of what I would call a shooting shirt or a sportsman shirt, and those are good keywords to use for it. But some of like the sportsman's stuff, like Eddie Bauer Sports Shop or things like that, sell for really good money. So keep your eye out. I just like this because it's A&M, it's Columbia, and it's essentially new, never worn, really nice shape. So picked it up. Keep it on the Columbia train. I got this Columbia Vertex jacket with the hood. So I got this at a thrift store for $6, but they sell all day long for like 30 to 50 bucks. And then also, let's keep on that Columbia train. Columbia Sportswear Company. There's a lot of Columbia stuff. There's a lot of fishing related stuff. I live in Baytown, Texas, outside of Houston. We live right on the water, right on the Gulf of Mexico, so there's a lot of fishing stuff, Columbia stuff. But this one is University of Florida colors. So, and this thing is in really nice shape. This is a lightweight jacket, but it's Columbia, and sometimes I will pick up like the branded stuff with sports teams or colleges on there. And this one, just because of how nice of shape it is, how vibrant the colors are, I think it's going to sell very, very well. From a thrift store. Do you recognize this? Deadmau 5. Deadmau 5 isn't really a clothing brand, it's a DJ. And he wears this big mouse head, and like that's how he does his DJ concerts. So this is just kind of a branded Deadmau 5 like zipper hoodie. But the funny thing is, the hoodie is like the mouse. The mouse things, so you can put this thing on and rock it out like that. Spin some little turntables. But yeah, Deadmau 5, I didn't pull comps up for this one, but I just thought it was unique and cool, so picked it up and threw it in the basket. These last pickups all came from Goodwill with a super amazing one at the end. The first one I'll talk about is just this basic REI XL Baselayer shirt. Nothing to it, but it was $1. Picked it up. I mean, I'll easily just make, you know, $5 or $10 off of that one. And then the other one I picked up was this Tommy Bahama, just basic short sleeve t-shirt, but it was $1, so set it aside and maybe I can find more of them and then just lot them all together. I haven't heard, well, I couldn't really find similar comps. Some of this brand sells pretty good, some of it doesn't, but it's called A Tiziano, so it's kind of like, those are the tags there, and it just had this unique like blue and yellow flower design onto it. And it's just a basic, you know, short sleeve collared button up shirt, but the design was so vibrant, I took a chance on it, and I think, I mean, it'll sell, just don't know if it'll sell for $10 or $25, not sure. And then another Brooks Brothers pickup. Now this is 100% cashmere. So, and even when it's 100% cashmere, you still want to look at it, make sure it's in really good shape. This one is. So I picked it up, throw it on eBay, and it'll sell very well. Then I got this Eddie Bauer First Ascent men's. It's like fleece jacket, has like a little zipper pocket here, but just a super nice little outdoor hiking jacket, or outdoor hiking fleece pullover. Now this one had been to the cleaners, but this is a women's wool shirt that I found at Goodwill for $5, but it's very embellished on the back. It's got these, you know, like kind of imitation gemstone. But it's just a nice shirt, and Roar sells very well, so that will do very good. I really like vintage clothing, so this is, to me, is a vintage Baylor Bears. They're a college in Texas, and just kind of a cool little old hoodie. My best finds probably of the last week. This is called Zero Restriction Golf Outerwear, and I know you recognize the Gore-Tex, but the Zero Restriction brand, you know, it'll have this ZR on there. Now this one, this symbol here is just for a Houston golf club, but these Zero Restriction jackets sell for crazy money. I'm talking like $100 to $200 new. So I think all day long I'll be able to get like 40-50 bucks for this one. And then this piece, this is probably the craziest find I had. Like, it might not even be worth it at all, I'm not sure, but check it out. This is a vintage like women's blazer jacket. It has the two-tone with the white trim, you know, it has the little belt on the back, the blue and white, and this thing is new with tags. Now this is Alex DeBolzen, that right there, and this price tag on here from whatever store it came from is $330. Now this is obviously a very old tag, but it has all the information about it. $330 new back then, so I'm guessing this is a really good brand back in the day. Like, new with tags, vintage women's jacket, I think it's gonna fly off the shelf. One thrift store I went to had some nice stuff. I picked up a shirt, and I picked up another one of these things, which this is another Masters shirt. So Masters is a golf tournament that just happened. These sell very well, and this is a XXL, which sells even better. And then they had these sell racks outside, and these sell racks were like 4 shirts for $1. And I picked up a bunch of golf shirts that had different, they had, you know, like different things. Like, they have different things on the sleeves, like Barclays and stuff, but just like this golf shirt here, which has Bethpage State Park, which is like a real popular where they'll play the US Open sometimes. this Peter Millar golf shirt. Now it does have like the Texas Gulf thing on there, but for 25 cents each, picked them up at that same thrift store on one of the racks. I was flipping and I couldn't believe it. I just kept flipping through and I was like, oh my gosh, and I kept adding little hangers to my arms. But they had on this rack all of these. Now these are NRS. If you don't know what NRS is, it's a very popular like water gear, kayaking, whitewater rafting brands. And these are the hydro skins. So these are like neoprene waterproof shirts. We got this one, new with tags. This one, new with tags. This one, new with tags. This one, you get the idea, new with tags. A long sleeve one. Another short sleeve one. And another short sleeve one. So I got all these NRS hydro skin shirts, new with tags, for $3 a piece. And as if that wasn't enough, they also had this brand there, this Solquist, which is another popular like water gear, kayaking, whitewater rafting gear. And these jackets. There's this one here, and there's this one here. And both of these are new with tags. And if you see the jackets like this, these are what you call splash jackets. You know, for kayakers, this is what they'll wear. So to kind of like water will splash on them, but it won't get them wet. But this style is just kind of like a splash jacket. And that Solquist is a good brand for water gear. And so those are the clothes. Those are by far, like, I couldn't believe I got all those at a thrift store for $3, all new with tags. I'll take those all day long. And then the 2 pair of shoes that I got that were worth it for me, met my criteria, is I got this pair of Ariat boots. I got this a part of a big deal, a big garage sale deal. I got a ton of video games from one stop, and I paid $80 for the whole group of video game stuff. The video game one that I'm posting next will show you some of the great stuff that was in that haul. But yeah, these were part of that group. Picked them up, and I'll be able to sell these for like $60, so I get $40 back after fees and shipping. Probably my best shoe find is my only other shoe find of the week, but really like certain shoes are these right here. So these are Nike Air Max Fly Posits. I don't really know that much about shoes or Jordans or anything like that, but what I'll do is I can kind of tell when some of them are fake and when some of them are real, and then I'll look up similar shoes while I'm in the store, and you can type in the design number. The design number is printed on the tag, and you can type that into eBay to see similar ones, and these were selling for like $70 to $90 used. So there's another listing. I got these for $8 at Goodwill. Picked them up, they'll sell good. And those were my clothing, shoes, and accessories pickups from the last week. Now the amazing finds were obviously the Nike Air Maxes, the boots, part of the video game deal, which the video game deal was amazing. Check it out. It's got some, you know, little sneak peek is some Nintendo 64 stuff if you want to see what I got. But all the whitewater rafting clothes and shirts and splash jackets, the vintage stuff, just some amazing clothes I picked up in the last week from thrift stores and garage sales to sell on eBay. Now, I appreciate you watching. If you want to know what I use to make these videos, that stuff is in the links down below in the description. Other than that, please like the video, comment on it, let me know if you have any other information or questions or what you liked about it. Subscribe if you want to know, so you get ideas of when I put new videos out. And thanks again for watching. Thanks, and gig 'em.